Are you a pervert or something? Okay. The whales have a 15-foot penis.
Hold on a sec. I just
National Pornographic says it.
I'm sorry, Ken. You cut out there. They have a 15 what?
The whales have a 15-foot penis. I didn't cut out. You heard me. Google it yourself. The whales have a 15-foot penis.
I'm sorry, Ken. You cut out there. They have a 15 what?
Are you a pervert or something? Okay. The whales have a 15-foot penis.
Hold on a sec. I just
National Pornographic says it.
I'm sorry, Ken. You cut out there. They have a 15 what?
The whales have a 15-foot penis. I didn't cut out. You heard me. Google it yourself. The whales have a 15-foot penis.
I'm sorry, Ken. You cut out there. They have a 15 what?
Are you a pervert or something? Okay. The whales have a 15-foot penis.
Hold on a sec. I just
National Pornographic says it.
I'm sorry, Ken. You cut out there. They have a 15 what?
The whales have a 15-foot penis. I didn't cut out. You heard me. Google it yourself. The whales have a 15-foot penis.
I'm sorry, Ken. You cut out there. They have a 15 what?
Are you a pervert or something? Okay. The whales have a 15-foot penis.
What's up, heathens? How y'all doing? So tonight we have a young man who is going to try and debunk atheism. And he's got illustrations with which to debunk atheism and a logical explanation as to why God definitely exists. So we're going to be analyzing his argument tonight, but we also have Today I Learned, as well as comments and shitty-ass science with Bro Cephas. So I hope you guys are ready for the stream tonight. If you are, let me know in the comments or in the chat. But in any case, I guess we'll see you right after the intro. So sorry, I let that go a couple times there. I have apparently got something on my shirt. Not to draw attention to it. I was not eating cream.
Oh, it's cheesecake powder?
It's cheesecake. Casey makes a very lovely sugar-free cheesecake. So I was getting to sample and do the taste test to make sure it was seasoned properly. Anyways, before we get into the response video, we of course have, if I can get this right, maybe I can get it right. Today I learned. Everybody drink every time I fuck up. That time I did not fuck up, but I'm still getting a drink. All right. Anyways. So, let's start off with, oh shit. Well, I guess we're going to start off with last week's Today I Learned, huh?
Oh, wait, drink again.
Yeah, you gotta drink again. Shit. Let me get this week's Today I Learned up. All right, there we go. This week's Today I Learned that an average silverback can deadlift 1,800 pounds, and their grip can crush a crocodile's skull. They are 40 times stronger than an average human male.
4 to 9.
What did I say?
4 2 times.
No, I thought, okay, well, I meant to say coherently 4 to 9 times. So, another drink. Anyways, that seems interesting. Don't fuck with a gorilla because they will crush your skull. I mean, anything that can take on a crocodile and fuck it up, I really don't want to fuck with. So just don't fuck with gorillas is my thing. May you rest in peace, Harambe. All right. Next on today, I learned that in 1967, Paul McCartney forgot his passport when traveling to France to shoot a music video. He told the agents, "You know who I am, so why do you need to see a photograph of me on a passport?" And was, what is that, let in? Yeah, was let through. I think that that's a reasonable thing. They are... Oh, you trying to fix my black spot over there? No.
Yeah. It's better. Way better.
Is it?
That made it worse.
Oh, okay. There you go. Technical difficulties with GE. Here, why don't I move this up while we're also doing this?
Okay, I think it's fine now.
Is it? You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Thank you, hun. I think that if Paul McCartney is, even at the time, they were international sensations, so I can understand him being like, "Why do you need a passport? My face is the passport." You done fucking with it yet, honey?
No, but you mind you, but there's a delay, so I can't tell until I get it. Oh, I think I did it.
Did you do it?
I think so. Look
Hey.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, it's better.
Okay. Apparently it's better. Anyways, back to the show. And then finally tonight we have a submitted one from one of the Skeptic Mafia members, Alex Baranowski. I don't know if you guys know Alex, but they're awesome, and also work with moths. Usually, it seems. At least every time we've talked, Alex, it seems like you're working with moths. But anyways, insects in general. So today I learned, which if you didn't notice, you got 21 awards, including a GE Today I Learned award, a Skeptic Mafia award, and a Whale Dick award. Anyways, today I learned that most moths have two vaginal openings. One opening is to receive sperm, while the other is used to deposit eggs. This is unique among insects. They got two waps.
Oh man.
they got two waps in order to carry out their shit. Way to go. Twice as better as Cardi B. That's what these moths are. Anyways, all right. And enough of that shit. Are y'all ready for some comments?
Oh god, I'm ready for anything else.
Anything other than the dual vaginaed moths?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, here's the song for you. Comments of the day. Prepare to face palm yourself in the next week. Yep, I did. You know, it's just random how I do it. Anyways, all right. So this week in the comments, we have Philip Greening Jackson, who says, "Where would you rather be? In the light with the wise virgins or in the dark with the foolish ones?" So apparently I don't have any other choice other than to be surrounded by virgins. Either in the light with the nerdy ones or in the dark with foolish ones. I don't know why it only has to be virgins. Why are you saying that? Seems like a very the whole point of this is to ask me whether or not I want to be surrounded by virgins just in the dark or in the light. I don't know. I really don't know how to take this. because you're not exactly specifying here. Plus, I don't know. It just seems like a creepy comment. Anyways, no, Philip. I don't want your virgins. And then next in the comments, it's from Harry Maley. Harry Maley? Yeah. Go fuck yourself, dickhead! Okay.
Oh, wait, that's it. I thought you were going to say something else. That's it.
Nope, that's it. That's the entire comment. I guess I should go fuck myself now.
Thank you, Harry.
Thanks, Harry. Appreciate it.
Hope you have a good day.
Go fuck yourself, Harry. And then finally in the comments, we have AP, who says, how does this moron GE have almost 50,000 subscribers? Atheism truly is intellectual trash. Now, I get it. You think I'm intellectual trash. You're perfectly fine in thinking that. Although I don't see how I'm trash. I have a little bit of intellectuality, I guess, in my videos. I try to add a little bit of educational content, especially surrounding history and some science. There are better channels out there for like hardcore science if you really want to know science. But if you just want to know enough in order to rebut the ridiculous things that religious people say, then you can definitely, hit up my channel. So before we get into the rest of tonight's show, I do want to say welcome to Elizabeth Richardson. Thank you for joining the Skeptic Mafia. You're pretty awesome. Daniel M., who's already in the Skeptic Mafia, said, did you win your game? No, I didn't. I stopped. Earlier, we played the New Testament. I stopped when we got to somewhere doing something. I don't know. I mean, at that point, we were dealing with chakras and everything like that and turning staffs into bread or something. And, yeah.
We'll play again, right?
Probably. We'll probably play again. I mean, I'd like to get to the end of it at least, I guess. We all know what happens, though.
The Titanic sinks and she lets go.
What? Why you gonna... Spoiler alert! Anyways, Uhan Roderick says, speaking of almost 50K, smash it! Definitely, if you're not subscribed and you're watching tonight, subscribe. We're trying to get to 50K. We're going to be doing some special shit around 50K. So please help us get there. Share this vid out. Tell people about Godless Engineer and about how I'm intellectual trash, apparently.
That should help.
Yeah, Brainbug in the comments said that was from the Maddox vid, and I know it was and that's probably part of Maddox's crowd there, because we all know that they're intellectual powerhouses over there, denying chemical reactions as being chemical reactions and all. So I don't feel like intellectual trash just because some idiot says that I'm intellectual trash. You can think of me as trash, I guess, but I don't see it. Maybe that's just me being a bit pompous, but who cares? Anyways, who gives a go fuck yourself? Anyways, oh shit, hold on. Brocephus forgot to set up his shit, and now I've got to set up his shit. God damn.
That guy?
I don't know. He's such a lazy asshole. Okay, hold on. Here we go. All right. All right. So, y'all ready for some shitty ass science?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Shitty ass science. We're gonna answer some science shit really wrong. What's up, motherfuckers? How y'all doing? Don't mind that intellectual piece of shit, Godless Engineer. He's the one that fucked up and didn't set up my goddamn shitty-ass science for tonight. So, fuck him. Anyways, I hope you guys are ready, because today we're looking at this shit. Are gigantic hands a usual cause of earthquakes? Now, listen. a lot of fucking naturalists out there are going to tell you that, of course, hands don't make earthquakes happen. But I'm telling you right now that God's hands are the reasons why earthquakes happen, okay? He's the one that comes in and he shakes the ground. You ever seen Hell's Kitchen? I don't know if my minion Gordon Ramsay, he fucking does them a number in the fucking Hell's Kitchen. But in any case, for some reason I thought I was Satan there for a minute. Anyways, you know how in the kitchen they like shake up the pan in order to shake up the what is it called? Rotisserie?
What?
Rosiago? What the fuck is that rice called?
Risotto.
A fucking risotto. Okay. The risotto, the spaghetti and everything like that, they go
No, risotto's not pasta.
Listen, I'm not going to get into a word fight with you, okay?
It's rice.
I don't care. You know how they shake it up? Well, that's exactly what fucking God does with the earth sometimes. He gets pissed off, or he has a massive orgasm, and he just has to shake it a little bit, and he fucks people up. Or maybe there's some gay stuff happening on the earth, in which case he just picks a random spot in the world, no matter who's doing it, and he just shakes that motherfucker like Gordon Ramsay shakes up some risotto. And that's how earthquakes happen. So yes, we do have to be prepared for giant hands to be shaking the earth. Just saying. Anyways, alright. Well, that's it for me today. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I know that I have. And I guess that G will come back in and say that I'm wrong or some shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that guy. Anyways. He can go fuck himself. That's right, Casey. He can go fuck himself. Motherfucking G trash. Anyways, here he is. You see, now the whole thing is not broken because you didn't see Brocephus just out of there. Michael Mesro says, GE, we bring good things to life. Old General Electric motto from the 60s. That's definitely our motto here too. So yeah, this was actually a demonstration of how they are earthquake-proof tall buildings. And basically, they have these pads underneath the building that absorb like the vibrations and cause it not to like fucking move everywhere.
Giant shocks.
Huh? Yeah, they are. They're giant shocks, just like on a car. Anyways, don't eat Brocephus' cooking. You just don't want. I mean, he could think he's cooking spaghetti, but he's actually cooking worms or something. You never know with that guy. Anyways, are y'all ready for the show tonight? Y'all ready for the review? Sorry, I have to reconfigure my fucking screen there. All right, you guys ready for it? I'm ready for it. Okay. So, this guy tonight, he's got an interesting take, and he even brings in some illustrations. So, I hope that you guys will appreciate the illustration that he draws. I think it's fabulous, by the way. I think that it's great. I think that, he could have done a little bit more with the shading, but we're going to see what he's got for us tonight.
I don't usually make these videos, but I wanted to make a little short something trying to demonstrate this example that I saw Kent Hovind do in some class on YouTube.
If I may say so, that's where you're going wrong right there, right off the bat, son. First of all, you're watching Kent Hovind seriously. You're not looking at it like it's comedy hour or anything like that. You're taking some serious notes from a man that should not be taken seriously. So, fuck up number one, seriously watching Kent Hovind for information.
And so, a lot of the skeptics that I talk to, one of their main issues concerning God and his existence is if God is real, where is he? Why can't I see him? Why, they rely on that visual. They need the visual. You know, it's just like the Earth, the flat Earth and the globe Earth. People will ignore everything else. All the
Now, I want you guys to really pay attention here. He just compared atheism to conspiracy theories like the flat Earth. And I'm kind of used to this being thrown at me because they call me the exact same thing, a conspiracy theorist, for being a mythicist. And really, all I do is apply the same skepticism that I apply to God existing. That I apply the same skepticism there as I do with Jesus existing. So, it's really not odd for me to be called a conspiracy theorist. But to hear somebody say that not believing in a God is the same as not believing the Earth is round because we can't see it is really ridiculous. First of all, nobody believes that the Earth is a globe because we personally went up high enough into orbit in order to see the Earth's curvature. We have pictures of it, which gets into the actual point of not being able to detect God. You see, the thing is that we need to be able to detect something that supposedly has its hands in how this universe operates, right? We need to be able to detect this God figure in some real way if he has real effects in reality. But that's the problem with God, is that we don't have any real effects of God in reality that we can actually test for and detect and know that that is God's work in reality. What we would need, to put this in a more in better terms, is that we would need a verified suspension of the natural order of reality and have that being tied to some kind of supernatural force, right? Like there would need to be this suspension of reality in order for something to happen, and that's the only way that it could have happened. That's really, really difficult to prove. So really, it's the theists that are kind of putting themselves in a bad spot with the kind of evidence that they would need. But here, he's just labeling everybody that doesn't believe in God because we can't see him, which anybody that says that we can't see God, that's why I don't believe. I think that they're more or less talking about the fact that we can't detect God in some meaningful way, because there's a lot of things that we can't technically see, but we can still detect and know that it's there. So I think people just colloquially say, we can't see it as a way of saying that we can't detect it, right? But in any case, yeah, so we're all conspiracy theorists, according to this guy, because logic.
The actual logical, scientific explanations for these things, they'll ignore all that and they'll just say, you know what? No, I need a picture. But without a picture, I don't know. I can't know. I need a picture. I need to see it, right? So here's the problem with that. Okay, so just for, example's sake, let's say that I'm God, and I'm gonna make Adam and Eve right now. Boom, Genesis in the making. Here, I'll give Eve a skirt. All right, so I just created Adam and Eve.
I'm sorry, is your illustration 2 stick figures on a piece of notepad paper? Here's Adam and Eve. I like how you gave Eve a skirt, but you didn't give her a bra. Something tells me you're a titty man, but Jim the Tanker says he's going to draw a picture of where God touched him. What? No dolls? Anyways, so apparently has taken on the role of God now, and he is suggesting that God made Adam and Eve as easy as it was just drawing them on a piece of paper. I guess maybe he doesn't understand that Eve was made from the rib of a guy, Adam, and also that Adam and Eve story is not a real thing that happened in history, but I'm guessing he's using this illustration to tell us why wanting some kind of verifiable evidence of God is a bad thing. I'm not exactly sure where he's going with this, with creating 2 stick figures and calling them Adam and Eve. Oh, we had a super chat come in from Daniel M that says they are made in his own image. A stick figure. Yeah, I mean, he is a skinny fuck, isn't he?
This is
You know, that's a good point, honey. Is Professor Stick God? I guess we'll never know. I mean, I'm not saying Professor Stick is God. I'm just saying we don't know.
my creation. These two, they exist within my creation. As far as they can see, I'm all powerful. I can do whatever for them. I have total control of their little reality here. I can give them anything, take anything away. I can do anything. I'm in control.
Right. And so if God is capable of doing that, and he's done it in the past, we should be able to detect those things. We should be able to determine that some supernatural event happened in some kind of way. So I feel like this is like an argument against the divine hiddenness argument. That's what, because I feel like that's what he's actually attacking here, is the idea of God being hidden to us and not revealing himself to all of us. And I mean, to that, I would any argument that you could bring up, I would just have to say that God would know how to appear to each person individually so that they would be convinced. But yet he chooses not to do that. He knows what would convince us, but he chooses not to give us that which would convince us. It seems like a dick move to me.
But the one thing I can't do is go inside myself. I can't be inside this because it's my creation. I'm the creator. I can't, so.
He can't go inside, honey. He can't go inside his creation. Although he definitely fucked that one hard in the New Testament, didn't he?
I thought he said he can't go inside himself.
Well, he can't go inside himself for one, but he also said that he can't go inside his creation.
I'm going to have to say I disagree with the can't go inside yourself. His head is really far up his ass.
KC said that this guy's head is really far up his ass. So his first thing's debunked because he's got his head up his ass. And then, I mean, obviously God has done things, or like in the case of Mary in the New Testament, he's definitely gone inside of some of us.
If I was able to blow life into these two somehow.
Phrasing! I'm sure that you could blow life into these two.
And they had minds of their own, right? And they could see and move left, right, up, and down, but nowhere else, right? Because they're confined within this second dimensional realm.
What?
A second dimensional realm? I mean, I think you meant 2D reality. Like, apparently these you've created a reality on your notepad here, and you've drawn stick figures, thus creating them a lot like God created this 4-dimensional or multi-dimensional, I guess, maybe, reality that we have now. So, and I don't know, you're building a kind of weird sort of alternate 2-dimensional reality here. It's odd.
So if I was to do something like put my finger on the paper, they would see that as just being like, what, a line. They would just see they'd just be walking and just see a line in front of them. And
All right, so if this were the case, that they would be walking and walking and walking, and then they just see a line in front of them, that's still something detectable that we would be able to determine in this reality, like what that is, right? So, I mean, your analogy here is kind of fucked up as far as what they would experience in a two-dimensional reality. I don't know what they would see, if it would just be a line or what that was on there with. I guess I don't understand the point that you're trying to make with the two-dimensional reality thing. But in any case, let's say that makes sense. If it makes sense to anybody in the comments or in the live chat, please let me know. But it's still something detectable that we should be able to determine that it was like supernatural that occurred in reality. So, I mean, to me, it just seems like you're making my point.
And what does that mean to them? Nothing. It doesn't mean anything to them. It's just a line. Like, what the fuck? But in reality, it's me, you know, God, and I can't even begin to what I am or who I am because they'll never understand. They're confined within this reality. They can't. I can't explain to them. They can't know.
So let me get this straight. Your all-knowing, omnipotent, all-powerful creator is limited by the creation that he made? Like, you would think that he would be able to determine how to describe what happened to them in a way that would make sense to them, right? Like, I mean, you understand how illogical you're being with respect to your own religion right now. Because at least the big three religions that you're most likely a part of, one of them being Christianity, which I think is what you are, you're violating the whole omnipotent and omniscient kind of thing, all knowing and ever present. Like, I feel like him being unable to describe himself in a way that would make sense to us makes him not all powerful.
Unless maybe they die and end up here, you know.
End up fucking where? Where are you fucking talking about? When stick people die, do they become real boys? Is that what you're saying? Like, I have no idea what... Also, what is the connection between death and understanding God? Like, you're telling me that I can't understand God until I die. Well, that just seems like you're moving the goalposts into a position that I'm just never going to be able to understand anything about God, at least not until I die. And that kind of pushes it out of the realm of possibility of knowing. Let's see. We got Eric Hamian, who says, if Professor Stick is God, then God is an atheist. What are the implications of that? I don't know. God definitely doesn't believe in any God higher than himself, so a lot of people like to say, in a colloquial sense, that God is an atheist because he doesn't believe in a higher power. So I don't know. The Gym Tanker says if he were an all-powerful God, then he would be able to explain himself to his creations. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you hitting it right on the nose like I did. Uhan Roderick says, so God can do anything, except he can't. That's a good point, Uhan, because earlier in this thing he said God can do anything. He can be everywhere and he can just take things out of this universe and he can put things in this universe and he can do anything. Can he explain himself to us? He can do anything he wants, but he can't do that. Whoa, he can't do that, or he won't do that.
But that's my whole point. You can't rely that it's a weak argument to say, okay, if God is real, then why can't I see him? Where is he? It's a really weak argument because we are the creation. We are the creation, you know, so...
What does it matter that we're the creation? I would love for you to elaborate on this. It's been 2 years since you 3 years since you posted this up. So I don't think that you'll actually explain yourself, but I mean, I guess I don't understand this inability to grasp God. His creations should be able to grasp what created them. Like, I certainly agree that my mom created me, right? Like, my mom and my dad, they both created me. And I can grasp that fact. Like, I can understand my parents. Why can't I understand God? Like, what is so elusive and mysterious to him? Also, the fact that we cannot detect any kind of God to exist anywhere is actually one of the most solid reasons that you could have to not believe in that God, right? I mean, if I gave you no evidence whatsoever and claimed that magical rainbow-colored leprechauns were just unable to be detected in this reality, but they do exist, the inability to detect these things, the inability to actually ascertain whether or not they do exist, is like the fundamental place that you need to start whenever somebody hands you a load of bullshit. We got Daniel M., who sent another super chat saying, if God doesn't believe in himself, would that be blasphemy? Sounds like God's going to hell.
What proves God is his creation, right? So I can get creative, and I can try and, like, if I wanted these people to know that I exist, what can I do? I can fill the sky with trillions of stars and have them form beautiful constellations. I can
I'm sorry, but unless those constellations spell out in every single fucking language that, hey guys, I'm God, Jesus is coming to die, signed Yahweh. Like, even then, I think that you would need more evidence than that, because constellations in the sky, you can draw fucking lines and arrows and dots and everything like that to different stars. You can have it spell out Yahweh now if you really wanted it to. But see, the fact is that just because the world and nature and this universe exists does not inherently prove God. Like, you're making a total logical leap here to the God explanation when we have all these perfectly good natural explanations that would trump any supernatural explanation. Just saying God did it is a fucking lazy answer, right? So I don't know why that's compelling to you. The fact that shit exists, therefore God exists. Like, that's not a good reason to believe in God, in my opinion.
basically put my artwork all around them. That's all I can do. I can just show them my work, show them my creations, and hope they take a hint, you know?
Hope we take a hint? The fuck are you talking about, hope we take a hint? Like, there's nothing to hint towards God. If there's a hint at all, it's the fact that God doesn't exist. Every single natural process that we have in the past, everything that has happened in the past has a natural process to explain it. So if there is a hint at all anywhere, God, if he exists, has made it to look like he just doesn't exist. So the hint here is that he doesn't exist. So I don't understand why you think that something that appears to be designed, which is kind of what he's getting at here, is that the universe is here. It appears to be designed. The earth, it appears to be designed. Therefore, God exists. Get the hint, motherfucker, is basically what he's saying. But see, the thing is that just because it looks designed does not mean that it actually is designed. You have to be able to prove that it was designed. You got to be able to prove that God is the one that designed it. Specifically, your God.
But that's it. And that's exactly what's happening, you know? People think it's so funny when you say that literally everything is proof of God. Life is proof of God. This video is proof of God. They laugh at that and they think it's stupid, but it's true.
No, it's not true. If this video is proof of God, God has some shitty fucking evidence. He obviously does have some shitty fucking evidence. But again, this video doesn't go anywhere near proving God. You've just logically leapt to the conclusion of God just because you think that, it would require a deity in order to create the universe, in order for nature to be created, in order for humans to be created. You think the easiest answer is that God did it. But what you fail to realize is that God did it doesn't actually answer any fucking thing, right? Like, saying God did it doesn't actually give me the water cycle. I mean, prior to understanding the water cycle, we just thought God did a flash and he farted. Like, that's what we thought was causing thunder and lightning, was God shit going on, right? And then we understood the water cycle, we understood lightning, we understood rain, and then and then we didn't need God for that explanation anymore. So actual natural explanations definitely will always supersede supernatural ones, because supernatural ones are just kind of lazy arguments. They just sort of throw their hands up in the air. It's like, well, fuck it, I guess God did it. That's what caused shit to happen. God did it. Instead of actually figuring shit out.
True. It's true. And the things that are most true and most profound will be laughed at by most people, I've learned. That's
Well, shit, that just proved mythicism is definitely the truth, because people laugh at that shit all the time. My guess is that you'd laugh your ass off at mythicism too. That only furthers to prove my point using your own fucking argument there, bud. But no, just because people laugh at it doesn't mean that it's true. I don't know why you're making that completely illogical conclusion here, that when people think something is crazy and laughable, that means it's inherently true. My guess is that for other things that you would personally laugh at, you would agree that it's not true. But by this reasoning here, I mean, you would be contradicting yourself. Uhan Roderick says, so we are stuck in The Sims? Fuck yes, we're stuck in The Sims. With my son at the helm.
that's a whole nother subject, but yeah, that was my whole point. As stubborn as I might seem to some people online, I'm not. I definitely appreciate when people come forward and tell me what they think I'm wrong about. Like,
oh, good. Rewind this and see the entire fucking video, because that's what's wrong with your video. Just everything that I've said.
if it comes to a fact or just a way of my thinking, anything that you see that is wrong is flawed, I would love for you to give me your input. Let me know, because that's how I grow. I feed off of that. So
I mean, this is pretty much the end of the video. I think there's like 5 seconds left, but I'm glad that you're up for being proven wrong, because I don't know if other people have probably pointed out, the issues with your video. So I'll definitely be looking for any follow-ups that you did to this, so that maybe you came back around and you realized how contradictory you were being, or something like that. I don't know. I hope that you kind of came back around and you revisited this and you changed like your thinking on it. But we'll just have to see. I'll have to peruse your channel. But in any case, I'm glad that you're open for constructive criticism. I felt like I feel like I gave a bit more criticism than being constructive here tonight. I guess I didn't really expect you to be so open to being shown how you're wrong. But in any case, I hope that you do continue to grow, good sir. I also strive to continue to grow. So we're both the same in that way. So I'll have to check out the rest of your content, see if you ever did a follow-up to this, and I guess we'll be checking in sometime later. So let me switch on over back to the main thing now. main screen. There we go. All right. Well, that's going to be it for the response video tonight. I hope that you heathens enjoyed it. Was kind of short. It was a short video, but, I think it had some really great content there. And I guess, we'll see you guys probably Monday. Next week's going to be kind of a Jesus mythicism heavy week because the two videos that I really want to respond to are both about mythicism, and they both, one of them directly concerns me, and the other one is not so much exactly concerning me. So I hope that you guys will join me next week for that. If you're not joining me for the rest of the show tonight, which includes reading the Skeptic Mafia comments, I hope that you guys will drop a like down below, smash that like button, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But in any case, I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and don't forget to stand up and use your voice. Bye, heathens. But don't go because we're going to be doing the Skeptic Mafia comments. I don't know if you guys know about the Skeptic Mafia comments, but if you join at the mafioso level, then you will be able to leave a comment prior to the Friday night stream, and you will get your comment read live on air. So I gotta get to the actual the comments real quick. So I hope I don't know. Did you guys enjoy the video tonight? I think some people might classify it as like low hanging fruit, but I am very much a proponent of no voice is too small or no argument is too dumb. I guess if it's a compelling argument to one person, then it's definitely going to be a compelling argument to other people. So I feel like it's incumbent upon me to take all of those comments somewhat seriously and address them. So I hope that you guys can understand that. I know some people get rather angry whenever I do quote unquote low hanging fruit kind of content, but like I said, I feel like it's important to address, a majority of comments, no matter how stupid. And we are gonna boom, boom. Holy shit, that was zoomed in too much. De-enhance. Hold on. Zoom out. Zoom out, motherfucker. Zoom out. Okay. Now let me refresh, and then we will switch over to that. Okay. All right. Awesome. So we got the Skeptic Mafia comments. And we're going to start off tonight with Woke in Seattle. Wacko. Sorry, not woke. Sorry. Wacko in Seattle says, if I may steal a quote from the video at about 2:40, what the talk? See below. The guy did say that the video is based on a quote from Kent Hovind. Enough said. Talk is the expected answer to the question, what is a 4-letter word for intercourse? By the way, I live in an apartment complex where there are a number of kids with the windows open. I use my earbuds. Okay, good to know. That way I can be as loud as I want. Hellbound Hillbilly. I was kind of hoping this would be a little more like picture pages with a old dude drawing pictures of stuff from his weird book of stories with cutesy little sound effects while he draws and hopes nobody finds out about his sexual improprieties. Instead, we get this dopey-looking kid who can't be bothered to write a script and draws pictures of something out of his big word book of stories with the sound of his crayons being pounded into his desk as he ignores all the sexual improprieties in his big book of weird stories. The first mistake he tells us is 06452-017 on the subject of science. I'm just kind of curious. Those of you that like to reference Kent Hovind and his inmate number, do you guys just have that memorized? I can never remember those numbers. I don't know. Then he sets up a straw man that could only be parroted if the parrot was hearing impaired before knocking it down seemingly by pummeling it with crayons before holding up a picture that would be given a place of honor on the side of the refrigerator, which he describes with what seem to be his forbidden homoerotic fantasies that lead into a rambling pseudo-philosophical rant that could be given by someone on their first trip who has to be repeatedly convinced that their fingers are still attached to their hands. Now that I've gotten GE to read all this bizarre BS, it's time to remind you that you can get GE to read your bizarre BS on the Friday night stream by joining the Skeptic Mafia. You also get a weekly podcast, a Discord server, a bunch of emojis, and a bunch of other perks and multiple reminders to help stop the spread of this crap by washing your nasty ass hands and wearing a mask. I've actually got the Brocephus mask right here. It was made by Kitty, who's also a Skeptic Mafia member. It's pretty awesome. Wear your damn masks. Then we got Uhan Roderick. I only have one question. How high was this guy? Smash it, like it, join it. P.S. Star Trek sucks. Hashtag facts.
That's not very nice.
PPS. When GE hits the 50K, I let Brocephus take credit for it. I bet Brocephus takes credit for it. As Brocephus, yeah, I did it, y'all. I did the Lord's work. I brought 50,000 people to Jesus. No thanks to that godless engineer.
You didn't put your glass. You gotta get the get up.
I gotta do
Get the get up.
Oh, shit. She's making me do the get up, not just the fucking voice. God
You
damn
gotta
it.
do the whole get up.
Well, I don't have my America shirt. You want me to take my shirt off on stream?
No, this is fun. This is fun.
Okay. Yeah! I did it, y'all. I did the Lord's work, brought 50,000 people to Jesus. No thanks to that godless engineer. Fuck that motherfucker. He can go fuck himself. See, I like being mean even to myself. That was popular even before a GE. Shit. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Michael W. Roble. Loopy Mon here made me long for the days when Jared from Seattle was so clearly explaining generalizations and straw into GE and Matt Dillahunty. If you guys didn't see that video, it was recently put up on my channel here where this guy named Jared tried to explain shit to me and Matt. Did not work out for him too well. He ended up hanging up on us. Those were simpler times. This video is the result of using a theistic two-dimensional brain in a natural three-dimensional world. It's kind of like asking which is better, Star Trek or Star Wars. Ask Caitlin Coley. She has the answer. Go ahead, ask her. Which one's better, honey?
Star Trek.
She said Star Wars, guys.
No, I didn't.
She said Star Wars is best.
Lies.
Star Trek sucks ass.
Lies.
Star Trek licks beehole.
You're a beehole.
What about the pee hole?
What?
You know, the...
I got it.
Oh, okay. Vanta Blue. Thank you, Michael. And I haven't been saying it. Thank you, Uhan. Thank you, Hellbound Hillbilly. And thank you, Wacko in Seattle. Shit, it's got to catch up. Vanta Blue! This guy basically tells us to believe in a God's existence on faith alone, or to man up and create equipment that can test for a reality outside of our own. Easy as pie! Thanks, Vanta. Gary White! Here we go with this moron talking about Kent Hovind. Must be a disciple of his wonder. if he talked him into the weakest argument ever, where's your proof of this? Talking about him, not GE. Oh, speaking of GE, have you joined the Skeptic Mafia? For $5 a month, you can get GE to put certain morons to shame every Friday night. Oh, got some good news. As of next week, I will be back working with a different cleaning crew. Now I'm geeked, getting back to work again. That's awesome, Gary. I'm glad that you're getting back to work. Also, what he's referencing here is the fact that I let my Skeptic Mafia members, the mafiosos, pick which particular video we cover that week. I go through my extensive list of videos that I need to respond to, which is about 1,000 videos or so long now. I pretty much go through, pick out some interesting ones from that list, and I let them pick which ones they want me to respond to. So if you want to have that chance to ruin the Friday night stream, feel free to join up, and you can have a chance to ruin the stream by picking something crappy. But nobody's picked a crappy thing, primarily because I don't allow people to pick crappy shit. Drew's book reviews. Well, I can't speak for others, but I can't see lots of things. For example, 1, space. I can see planets, stars, asteroids, nebula, etc. But I don't see space, just those things in space, but I know space exists. 2, the EM radio waves connecting this phone I am using to the internet, I am using to post this comment, but I know these radio waves are real and exist because my phone works. 3, I can't see the air around me, but I am breathing and alive because it's there. Yeah, exactly. If people are literally meaning, oh, I should be able to visually perceive God, then I just think that you need to tweak what you're saying a little bit to being like detecting. We're unable to detect God, whether that be visually or through some other means. That is to me a strong argument against God's existence. So I would just say tweak it a little bit, because obviously there are things that we can't see that are really there, necessarily see with our own eyes. I don't need to see God to believe any more than I need to see any of those examples to believe that they are real. However, the examples have evidence, which is why I know such things exist. God does not have evidence, however. I agree. He doesn't. It's like saying Star Wars is better than Star Trek without evidence, and that we should just believe. Anyway, heathens, hope you enjoyed tonight's video, and until the next time, keep on reading. Yeah, Drew's Book Reviews does some really great book reviews over on his channel. He's doing a lot with it, and if you like hearing about books or thinking about reading a book, go check him out. He may review a book for you, or he may have already reviewed a book that you are looking to review or read. Sorry, that came out. Read.
You're gonna make it, honey.
I know. I need more alcohol. Hold on.
I don't think more is the answer.
I can pronounce shit better when I drink more. Remember?
That's actually true. Weirdly.
It is weirdly true. Thank you. Chrismer and Dave. So, he's suggesting that God isn't powerful enough to manifest in our reality, so God isn't omnipotent then, is what he's trying to communicate. At least that's my understanding of his argument. Hey, great minds think alike, man. Love it when they undermine their own arguments. It makes it much easier to debunk. People like this should really look into psychology as well as philosophy to understand exactly why gods exist, or at the very least, why we seem to need gods to exist. That is to say, we don't. Anyway, ASCII time! He's got a little face.
Love ASCII time.
Yeah, ASCIIs are great. Thank you, Chrismer. It really makes you think, doesn't it? If God exists, then why can't he manifest himself? Does he lack the power, or does he merely not want to make himself known? As Epicurus would say, at the very least, why care for the gods when they don't care for us? Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment, and join the Skeptic Mafia, where you too can have philosophical and scientific discussions in the Discord and get to see videos he's going to do ahead of time and comment on them like I'm doing at this very moment. And you get to make John say silly shit like DC is better than Marvel and Star Trek is better than Star Wars, since he hasn't said that recently. Peace out, y'all, and remember to stand up and use your voice.
Who was that?
It was Chrismer.
Me and Chris are gonna have a fight.
He said Star Trek is better than Star Wars.
Oh, that's what he said? I heard it opposite. I think you said it opposite.
No, I didn't.
You sure?
It's recorded, so we can always go back and see.
Okay. Then we
Maybe I did. We'll find out. He said Star Trek is better than Star Wars.
Okay, alright, then we don't have to fight. Also, Cadence. You skipped Cadence.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry, Cadence. Thank you. I didn't mean to skip over you. It's just Christmas got his fucking ASCII thing, and it's just. Sorry, Cadence. That's one of the worst debunks I've ever heard. I agree. It is one of the worst out there. It was actually pretty lazy. We got Jonathan Nichol who says this turned cringy the moment he admitted to being on one of Kent Hovind's butt kissers. His argument is that God exists because what? Paper sims? You could draw stick figures, therefore Adam and Eve? I doubt Professor Stick would agree with this logic. Ah, dang, everybody bringing up Professor Stick tonight. I don't think I've ever heard a weaker argument for God, and I've heard a ton of crap from Christians and people of other religions. I agree. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Chrismer and Cadence, for your comments. Then we got Sean J. He created a paper man and a paper woman and then argued about how their two-dimensional reality would perceive his three-dimensional reality. Literally, he claimed a paper man and then tried to prove that argument completely by negating his God's supposed omnipotent nature. I know, right? Then he tries to assert that all of reality is proof of God. I think Matt Dillahunty addressed this succinctly in the following ways. No, it fucking isn't, and a God that does not manifest in reality is indistinguishable from a God that does not exist. This guy needs to come up with a better argument because this one doesn't hold water. I agree. Anytime somebody says the phrase hold water, I think of
I love that saying.
Alex Baranowski, which if you don't know, Alex provided one of the Today I Learns today. So I really appreciate that, Alex. Thank you. Did he say scientifical? I think he did. Although I think it might be my like hillbilly brain that was kind of going in and out of the stream tonight. Well, I didn't even notice him saying scientifical.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't. But I like for 1 second I thought, did I say scientifical? I must have been bullshitting when I said scientifical. Because scientifical is like one of those words I bring out when I'm like trying to act ignorant. And so I didn't realize that he was the one that said it. He hasn't done anything to prove the existence of God. He just explains a hypothetical. Yeah, you know, I really don't see the value in speculating on these hypotheticals. Don't forget to wash your hands, wear a mask, and join the Skeptic Mafia. For $5 each month, you get exclusive content, early access to GE content, the ability to play with GE's 15-foot whale dong, or double moth vagina. And you can make him say whatever you want on air, like it is futile to compare Star Wars and Star Trek. They don't have the same scope, and one is meant to be a series while the other is meant to be a movie. They serve different purposes.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Oh man, Dave Lee in the house. He says, when did we get demoted from brains in a vats to ink jizz on paper? This guy's dismal attempt at 2D apologetics never got off the ground. Hell, it never got its engine started. Perhaps his channel should be called Yawning for Yahweh, Heathen Eye Roll. Daniel M. Oh, by the way, thank you, Dave Lee and Alex, for your comments. Daniel M. When he started out with Kent Hovind, I was thinking, fuck, here we go. After the entire video, I was still waiting on the proof. The whole thing seemed like it was just moving the goalpost. Hey, I pointed that out too. The one thing I agree with is that not seeing God is a weak argument by itself. I'm not complaining of not seeing God. I do not see evidence of a god or gods. Everything that humans try to explain with God has been able to be explained naturally. For example, we know how seasons, rain, thunder, and lightning works. No God needed. I wonder if he is now going to try to convince his Adam and Eve that he exists. He might have better luck with that. Not a good argument for his part, but what can I expect from a Hogan fan? Good point there, Daniel. Thanks for your comment there. Then we got Trickster. His first statement makes me wonder if he believes in a flat earth. The whole Adam and Eve story has nothing to do with the proof of anything, but claims they couldn't know God. Doesn't it say in the Bible that God walked with Adam and Eve? Doesn't that mean that not only did they believe, but that God did not have to define himself for his creation to believe in him? You know, that's a solid fucking point there, Trickster. Because, yeah, God definitely spoke directly not only to Adam and Eve, but also Abraham. And God even revealed himself to Moses. I mean, it blinded that fuck, but, you know, and that was just his ass cheek, right? God mooned Moses and burned his eyes out, remember?
Yes. Sorry, I'm talking in the chat. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
no, that's fine.
About cheesecake.
Cheese.
And how it's not cooking through.
Oh, the cheesecake isn't cooking through?
No. I had to turn the temperature down so it doesn't burn. And it's almost 40 minutes past what I normally cook it.
Ooh, damn. All right. Thanks, Trickster, for your comment. Urban Imposter says, Guy has to be a Poe based on the channel name. Well, I don't know, because this argument right here is basically just an argument against divine hiddenness. And that's been made all over the apologetics circuit, like the arguments against divine hiddenness. So I don't know. It kind of seems like I don't think that he's a Poe. He could be. So that's a very good possibility. Oh, hey, you know, it wasn't today that I learned it, but I did look up the origin of Poe. And it was this guy named Nathan Poe who was posting on a forum called ChristianForums.com, who basically laid down the principle of Poe's law. And that would be that unless you explicitly state, this is paraphrased, of course, unless you explicitly state that you are not serious when you talk about like a creationist argument, then it's indistinguishable from an actual creationist argument. So that's why it's called Poe's Law, because of Nathan Poe, not Edgar Allan Poe, like I thought. I don't know why it was after Edgar Allan Poe. I just thought that it was. That's kind of an embarrassing fact about me. I thought, like, I had no idea why it was called that. I was just like, oh, Edgar Allan Poe, yeah. Anyways, I'm stop embarrassing myself now. Jonathan Hadjack said, wow, see no evil, hear no evil, talk no evil, but fart, I guess. Or maybe the monkey farted, or maybe they all three farted. Either way, monkeys are throwing shit at you. Thank you, Jonathan, for your comment. Sorry, I had a brain fart right there for a minute. All right, we're gonna head back on over to the main screen now. I was shaking my head all sassy like during that little transition there, so you couldn't have seen it. Anyways, yeah. All right, heathens, that's gonna be it for tonight. All right, that's pretty awesome. We're just a little over an hour here. I can definitely take some questions in the chat if you guys have them. I don't think that I'm going to be doing a call-in show tomorrow because I have my son. I think that we may try to go to the pool tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. We're still we haven't really made plans, but still. Let's see. We got Wacko. Let's see. Oh wait. Uhan Roderick said, so we are stuck in The Sims. Yeah, we are. Uhan Roderick also said, Brocephus likes Star Trek, so what does that tell you? I don't know. Star Trek sucks. What? Wacko? No, not really. I like Star Trek. And more? crap, I think I already closed the... Shit, I already closed that. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, here it is. Oh. Well, shit.
What?
Trickster did have more. Hold on. Okay, so I know it might be a little hard to see down there, but God is not creation. God is a creation. We only laugh at people that try to convince someone of the existence of something by using bad or false evidence. Like, share, and subscribe. While you're at it, take a moment to look into the Skeptic Mafia. You get early access to Friday's video, and drop a comment that will be read on air by GE himself. You also get a podcast every Tuesday and a monthly hangout. You also get some of the coolest emojis anywhere. Always, stand up, use your voice, and keep thinking with an open mind. Question even what you believe. Hey, that's some really solid advice there. I appreciate that there, Trickster. Let me get back over to here. Okay, awesome. I'm glad we cleared that up. Thank you so much. Spider the Atio sent a super chat sticker that is like an anime dog shaking its head, and it's got stars in its eyes. Thank you, Spider. Appreciate you, man. What's my stream strength at? Right now, I'm in the green. Of course, I'm fuzzy as shit. Because I was leaning forward. Right now, it's in the green. I don't know. It's doing okay. It's been dipping a lot tonight. When someone asks you to stop, you stop simple. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not exactly sure. Alex said, I'd pay to see GE eat cheesecake on air, though. What? I have no clue. Technical problems with GE. Oh, with the thing? Or is it was getting choppy? Yeah, it's been going in and out. See, like right now it's dipping down. And then it's going way high and it's down. So it's like all over the place on occasion. I don't know what it is, but like right now, for some reason, like I'm not getting a lot of upload speed. See, there's two components to your internet speed. There's download speed and upload speed. For those of you that aren't like in the know, my download speed's like at 300 megabits per second, which I have to say is really bullshit because one, we pay a lot of money for 1 gigabit internet service. We don't get anywhere near 1 gigabit internet service, but that's because it's cable internet and it's the only option that we have. So we live in an apartment, so we're kind of shit out of luck right now. But we should be getting like AT&T fiber soon, like in a year. So hopefully that'll be ironed out next year. Chrismer says, whatever happened to you making that ASMR debunking video? You know, that might be a good idea. Like for the for that video, should I like just do like a side view of my mouth and like have it like in really close? Hold on, let me see if I can do this real quick. Fuck, I almost knocked over my tea. Because I'm Southern, I've always got to have tea. So maybe have my mic up really close like this. Right? Fuck. God damn it, stay still. There we go. So you have it really close up like this, and then you got to zoom in. You zoom into it, and then have it up and be like... That's dumb as shit. Get a new fucking argument. Let me fix this. Nobody needs to see my face in that much detail right there. Hold on. Fucking fix this shit real quick. I think that might be pretty funny. GE in high def. Yeah, nobody needs to see that amount of wrinkles right now. Alex wants me to do moths have 2 vaginas. anyways, okay. Jane thinks she saw a few pimples. I hope not. Nope, just bags under my eyes. Okay. Wrinkles. Well, yeah, wrinkles because I've got the crow's feet kind of thing. And from laughing so much, I guess. And then I mean, I just have wrinkles in general. Like, yeah, see, that's my what the fuck kind of face. I was saying that in the gameplay video that I acted like George Carlin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. You saying that there. Frank Elo says, GE, have you read Swinburne's Bayesian analysis of the resurrection in Oxford? No, I have heard, like, I haven't read it, but I have heard that it was pretty bad. Well, Uhan's got to take off. See you later there, Uhan. Hope you have a good night, man.
Hi,
Uhan, I hope you have a lovely weekend. Don't forget to stand up and use your voice. Alex needs something called the autoclave to finish. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Fuck. Oh, Jane, if you put your comment in the comment stream tonight, then I probably didn't see it. Alex said, when I worked in a deli on Halloween, I would tell customers, have a nice day, and may it be your last. That's great. Dave Lee, Nick ASMR. Must have 2 cooters. Well, doing ASMR will be the next thing. Will be what's next in a sportscaster, maybe. My gig, internet cable, iNet, and I get a gig. So sorry, you're not getting that. Oh yeah, well, it's because of it's because of the fact that I live in an apartment complex, and everybody here, if they have internet, they have to have the same internet provider. I don't know exactly how dense your area is, but in our area, we have a lot of people that's pulling off of the same internet. So obviously, it's going to be a lot slower at times. Oh no, I'm gonna have to give some serious thought to that ASMR debunked video, because I think that would be really good. Plus, I don't have to actually know anything of the script. I just got to write the script down, and then it'll be zoomed in on my face, and I'll just have to repeat it. You know. Thanks, Gary. Cadence, I work for a commercial ISP and deal with things like 10 gig network rings. But I can only get 25.3 cable at my house. That kind of sucks. Daniel. See, Jane said, my comment was basically, I feel like he was put to words his strong connection to his belief describe multi-dimensional universe. Okay, Jane. He probably was. Dave Lee says, sounds like they oversold the bandwidth and hope people wouldn't max it out. Grr. Well, I think that if I was in like a neighborhood of just houses, it would be a lot better because it wouldn't be so densely packed, you know. But since I'm in an apartment complex and we're all pretty much working off of the same hub here, I don't know exactly the topology of the network here because I don't work for, you know, the cable provider. But my guess is at some point we're all pulling off of the same hub. So yeah, it's bound. It's really going to get downgraded a lot. Would you sing Technical Problems with GE sponsored by Casey? Technical Problems with GE sponsored by Casey. I should do the response video in a complete redneck kind of ASMR. You know what, bud? That's dumb as fuck. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go and play some video games, and I'm gonna get my son to bed here in about an hour or so. So I guess I'll be seeing you heathens later. Don't forget to stand up, use your voice, all that kind of good shit, and we'll be out. See you later, guys.